Purdy throwing here on first. Reeled in by George Kittle. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
First down throw by Purdy. Into traffic, complete. And he's down inside the red zone before hitting the deck. Working quickly here. From the red zone now. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. And the Eagles get the football on the first turnover of the contest. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
They run it with Saquon Barkley. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Hurts now from the gun. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
Woo! I am not sure we didn't see a safety right there. Oh, my gosh. I don't think I'm the only one nervous in the building because that QB kept going back and back. It was heading right for disaster, but saved himself just a couple yards short.
Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He gets it away now from his own end zone. Has it at the 45. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. This one returned for 11 yards. And the 49ers are set up quite well for their next possession. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Kittle brings it in. And he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space.
A lot of players around this one, and it is intercepted. Picked off by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
On 1st down, Hurts. He beams one deep right side. They get it right back. That's intercepted. Tarvarius Ward picks it off. And the 49ers get the football back on the interception and now have it at the 28. Well, they had the advantage for a moment, Brock, but turns out that is all just that moment because they throw an interception to give the ball right back.
And for once, both coaches on both sidelines are preaching the same message. Take care of the ball. Not often you see back-to-back plays end in interceptions, and we're right back to where we were just a couple moments ago.
Purdy on first down. That throw finds Kittle. And that's good for a gain of 5. Cooper to Jean with the stop.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. No luck finding George Kittle with that one. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up. Shotgun snap for Purdy. He has the first over the middle. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
To throw again, it's Purdy. Into the hands of Samuel, complete. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. C.J. Gardner-Johnson there on the tackle. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun is Purdy. On target to his back, here's Christian McCaffrey. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. That one gains 7. And that's a 49er first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. He'll get it to Brandon Ayuk. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. All right, still scoreless through one quarter, but that looks like...
First quarter with no score.
Time to get the second quarter going. The 49ers set up inside the red zone. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out. So the defense decides to decline the penalty. And that penalty is going to go ahead and put them right back where they started. It's 1st and 10 again. Looking to throw, Purdy. into the hands of Kittle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Offense up to the line fast. Looking for a pass on 2nd and short. The throw is caught. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll run here. It's McCaffrey. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. And no one had a shot at that. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete. That throw doesn't lead to 6. And now they're left with 3rd and goal.
19 right. 79 Broncos. 69.
Now it's Purdy. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Darius Slay has it. And the Eagles get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
I know exactly what the quarterback was envisioning when he let that one go. Touchdown, baby. Not long after, I know exactly what he was thinking. Oh, no! Give me that one back, because the coverage baited him perfectly into that throw, and even more so, picked it off.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
This one finds Goddard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset. No slated downs to approach here from the 40. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Another try following the sack. And they get to him again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a 3rd down.
Well into this 1st half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity, and any success for an offense.
Now Hurts on 3rd and long. He's going to push one deep down the right. It's tipped away and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down. Braden Mann out once more for another punt. Christian McCaffrey on the 49ers return. He broke 50 on his 1st punt and looks to have done the same here. Collects this at the 32. And he gets him a small chunk of yards there before he winds up out of bounds. Found some space, ended up with 18 on that return. And it'll be good field position for them as they take over right at midfield. The 49ers find themselves in a great spot to start this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. That's taken in by Samuel. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches.
At the 40-yard line.
At the 60. At the 60. Back ball leading. 18. Pioneer. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Purdy to throw it. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. 49ers moving quickly, trying to get their offense to the line.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Purdy throwing here on first. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Zach Bond with the tackle.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
19 shot. 19. Trap 60. Trap 60. Cut 19. Cut 19. Go. Go. Mustang 19. Go.
From the 27. Has him on the quick hitter. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22. San Francisco calls it 2nd timeout. A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Dragon 60.
Now Purdy. Kittle brings it in. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Warrior 70. Buffalo 18. 19 Lion. 79 Broncos.
Purdy throwing here. That's much too high and out of the end zone. Incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. But still plenty of options left on 3rd and short.
Here we go. Cougar 19. 60 back. 18 back. 18 back.
Here's Purdy to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
Let's go. 18 Pioneer. 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. Check smash. Check smash. Panther 11. Panther 11. Check go.
Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. And he will score. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers take the lead just before halftime. George Kittle, the touchdown. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
PAT up and good for Moody. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. On the return, Britton Covey. He's stopped on the return at the 27. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. First and 10. Here's Hurts. Goddard makes the catch. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Hurts now from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. Timeout called by the offense, and with another timeout available, they could actually get another 2 plays if they work quick.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play, and that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with first and 10. From the red zone now. And he scores! It's a Philadelphia touchdown! The Eagles earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups, and when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
They can go to the locker rooms tied if they put this through. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles tie this game 7-7. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down. He's back to throw. And that one hits the ground incomplete. A single second left now on the clock. That one intended for Brandon Ayuk. So second down coming up. One last play before the break. They send a man in motion. A final throw before the break. Oh, he got way too much under that one. Too high, that's incomplete. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Ewart with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Who knows when the deciding moment will come. We're underway in the second half of a deadlocked game. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This finds Smith. That play gains 15 and it moves the sticks.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
On first down, Hurts. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Fred Warner. And the 49ers will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down. Well, Brock, it was an absolute battle in the first half as they played to a tie heading into the locker rooms. And already we have the first big play of half number 2 with that INT.
Yeah, not just the first big play, but maybe the first separating play here, Kate. There's always a moment in the second half, especially where one of these teams makes the play, right? That one that we're going to circle and look back to as the defining play of the half. We may just have witnessed it right there.
This is ahead for about 5. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop. They send the tight end in motion. Here's 2nd and 5. Brought in by Ayuk. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
19 Lions.
Tight end going in motion here.
79 Broncos.
First down throw by Purdy. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down from the red zone. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You know, so often we talk about speed offensively, right? We love receivers that can run. Well, that was a perfect example of how speed kills you defensively. A hurried throw almost ended an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack. Speed's the difference.
We get a timeout here taken by the 49ers. That's going to be their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. So the incompletion on first. Here's 2nd and goal. Motion man is the tight end here, going left. To throw again, it's Purdy. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. From the gun is Purdy. And got his man, that's a San Francisco touchdown! The 49ers grab the lead on their first series of the half. George Kittle, the touchdown! His 2nd scoring catch of the game. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, and that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts him in front here in the second half. It puts a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
That one right down the middle. And the 49ers break that tie and now lead by 7. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Covey now to return this. coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it deep downfield. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line.
Good. Set. Yen. No,
Shotgun snap for Hurts. That one's cut along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
Well, the offense wanted to spark, and he delivered a lightning bolt. Huge gain that totally changes the tone of this drive.
Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So now it'll be 2nd and goal.
Great. Set.
Hurts throwing again. He's on the move. And oh, he got it! Interception! Picked off by Fred Warner. There are costly interceptions, Brock, and then there are interceptions inside the red zone in the 2nd half of a 1-score game.
And if there is ever a time where ball security is paramount, it is right now. They made a great play. Don't get me wrong. They deserve a ton of credit right there. But as a quarterback, you cannot risk a turnover. It's touchdown, it's check down, it's throw the ball away. You're literally throwing points away with that pick.
Purdy on 1st down. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. And it sets up 2nd down.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Purdy now on 2nd and 10. This is reeled in by Jawan Jennings. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. And they've got themselves another 1st and 10.
Here we go, set. 19 tight. Trap 60, trap, come 19.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Hits his running back. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Working quickly here. From the 42. This ball's cut by McCaffrey. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
First down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So we're through 3 here. It's 49ers football, and we'll see if they can close things out for...
Eagles 7.
They'll come up first and 10.
Ready? Track at 60. Warriors 70.
Putting the tight end in motion.
Get up.
Pretty throwing here on first. Got a man. McCaffrey has it. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a 49er first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Buffalo 18. 19 light.
Motioning the tight end now. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Completed here to McCaffrey. And he'll get this down at the 33-yard line.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
The 49ers will call their third and final timeout. And this could be an issue the rest of the way with no way to stop this clock.
On the jump.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Pioneer.
Throwing it again here. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Well, it's not a long walk to the new spot, but it is a disappointing one to make. Instead of 3rd down, they're now defending 1st and 10. This drive just keeps on moving after the penalty resets that marker. They'll throw it again. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. It's a gain of 12 there. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Let's go now.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he's brought down for a loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a 3rd run after back-to-back negative losses.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. He'll throw it. Buying some time left. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. Jake Moody now in a high-pressure spot. High percentage look for him here from the left hash. Moody knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
The best kickers I've been around here over the last few decades, they relish these moments. They know the hard work all their buddies on offense and defense have done. And when they can make it a 2-score game and be clutch when it matters, these are the moments they live for.
Covey now to return this. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. He throws a bullet deep to the right. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Charvarius Ward picks it off. And the 49ers will take the interception back across midfield before they finally track him down. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
That run good for a gain of 2, and just like that, we've hit our 2-minute warning. Wow, they're gonna pass it here. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. George Kittle, the intended receiver. So they're left facing 3rd and long. McCaffrey running between the tackles. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. 2 yards on that run. That's going to bring up 4th and 6. The 49ers are lined up in punt formation. And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. Kick is away, and this one might bring rain. Wow, what a kick.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Great, check. Delta.
Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Great, check. Delta.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. That one intended for Jahan Dotson. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Looking to throw it. And the 49ers get there and take him down. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. Throwing now. That's It's incomplete on 4th down, and they'll turn over possession.
I think every analytics book out there, Kate said, you got to go for it. You're in 4-down territory, down a couple scores here in the 4th. But now it's all about the defense. Can the defense come with a quick turnover or a stop to somehow, some way, spark a comeback?
So with this one seemingly in their pocket, a chance to pad the lead here, 1st and goal. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. George Kittle, the touchdown. His 3rd through the air this game. On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 3-possession lead. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. They connect on the deep shot. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. On 1st down, Hurts. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
Eagles offense staying out there. They're going for 2. He's throwing for it. Buys time, rolling right. And he goes down. The pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Motioning one of the tight ends. First down throw by Purdy. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Well, we have seen the value of a big, physical tight end. Just like that. Those post routes downfield, so hard to defend. The great tight ends, the physical tight ends, it's almost as if they're posting up on the low block in basketball, and you can't get around them.
So the 49ers earn the win in this one. All right, Brock. 2 words for you as we wrap this one up. Mission accomplished. It's what you set out to do every week, win the football game, and the guys did just that.
Yeah, and I think it was about confidence today, right? It's one thing to think you can go get the job done. It's another thing to say you're going to get the job done. But when you actually have the experience of getting the job done, it just instills a ton of confidence for your team and in the building.